My name is Nadim and this is Rina, and we're tango dancers and life partners and business partners and parents together, all because of tango. We met about 8 years ago. Rina is originally from Japan and she had come to visit her parents in Melbourne. And I was at a milonga and I had heard all these dancers talk about this amazing Japanese dancer who was visiting Melbourne. And I went to a milonga and I saw her dance. I was very impressed. But I didn't get a chance to dance with her because too many people were asking her. The second milonga, I tried again but failed. And then finally in the third one, we danced together and we had our first tanda, and it was like this connection, like we dance in the same way. We move in the same way. And after that, we just became friends, and I would sometimes help her in her classes because she started doing classes here, and we would practice together, but it was just friends for a long time. That's all she wanted from me. I think one day after rehearsal, we went out to dinner, just got to know each other more, and
the rest is history.
Things happened. Yeah, eventually we got married. We went to Buenos Aires for our honeymoon, and we had invitations to dance at milongas there. And while we were there, we found out that Rina was pregnant with our daughter, which was very special, especially happening in Argentina. We just came back and we bought a studio. Want to present tango in the very traditional Argentinian way to Melbourne and Australia. And that's why we called our business Tango Esencia, because we wanted to bring the essence of tango. Not necessarily the show things that people have seen a lot of, but you know, what happens in the milongas in Buenos Aires and all over Argentina, of course, and many other South American countries and the world.
A lot of the time, the public image of Argentine tango is shows, the lifts, the kicks, the rows between the teeth, the passion. Sometimes what happens is a lot of people immediately think, that's not for me, I couldn't do that. So one of the things that we'd really like to do here at our studio in Melbourne is to really introduce the social aspect of dancing here. We love the idea of the fact that tango is so accessible to everyone across generations. And as Nadim said, the reason why we named our studio Tango Esencia is we really wanted to pay respect to the culture, the richness of the history, to the people, and that's a really important part of our studio and our dancing as well. And to be able to introduce that to the people here in Melbourne, we really take a lot of joy in that, and we'd like to introduce even more people to the social aspect, traditional classic salon tango.
What Rina said about the perception of tango, there is passion of course, and it's masculine, feminine energy and everything else. But when you go to places like Buenos Aires, you'll see a young girl dancing with her grandfather. You know, it's not just a romantic passion, it's just passion for life, passion for relationships, passion for the music itself. So that's really what we want to highlight. It's not necessarily about that. So there are some milongas that are very traditional and you have very high level dancers, and there are some that are more family oriented. So you go there, you have a meal, you dance with your sister, with your aunt, with, you know, it's very social in that way. But when you dance, what marries everything together, it's the music, the lyrics themselves. And so even if you're not a Spanish speaker, it's very important that you read up about the lyrics, because you could be dancing and having a smile on your face, but the words are tragic, and it's it's quite a mismatch. It's unusual, so it's very important. But also I think the music itself, given its history, it's made up of many cultures. Yeah, the lyrics are of course in Spanish, or lunfardo, which is the dialect of Buenos Aires, but the instrument itself, the bandoneon, is German. You know, there's influences from Poland, from Turkey, and of course Italy, Spain. There's African roots in tango through the milonga. So it's so much history and things which really connect. So the word connect is a really broad term. It's not just people, it's connecting history, it's connecting family relationships. Quite often in Buenos Aires you'll be dancing at a milonga that's been there since the 20s or 30s. So there's that history as well. So it's all these things together that kind of makes it so powerful and addictive, really. You don't have to be a trained dancer to do tango. Yeah, it's just walking, it's connection, it's just awareness and respect of the other person, and that's what makes a good dancer at the core. You don't have to have amazing movement, body movement or anything technical. It's just dancing with someone and really wanting to connect with their mind and their body at the same time. And that's what really creates the magic.
At Tango Esencia, of course, we provide shows, entertainment, events, and also, of course, classes. We have individual technique classes for single dancers, group classes, of course. No need to bring a partner. You know, we rotate, and you know, it's a great place to meet new friends as well. We also have milongas, so social evenings, which is fantastic for everyone involved, from new dancers to the more experienced dancers. Have I left anything out?
And we've got good Malbec wines.
We do have a bar at the studio as well, and of course private lessons as well. So we have a full range of activities for you to enjoy.
A milonga is effectively social dancing, a place you go to social dance with your friends and other people. At the milonga, it's not just like maybe some other dances where everyone's just dancing everywhere. There's etiquette around attending a milonga, which is really lovely. So, for example, the floor has to go in an anti-clockwise direction. You know, there's rules around not overtaking people. So if someone's in front of you doing a figure, you just wait for them, you do what you have to do, and you move together. So what ends up happening is that not only do you dance with your partner, but you dance with the entire floor. And sometimes when the leaders are all really in that same mindset, the floor dances together, and you can, as an observer, it's amazing to watch the whole floor just moving together. And there's etiquette around how you ask somebody to dance. Yeah, you don't just walk up to somebody and say, come and dance with me. You have to do mirada or cabeceo, where you ask somebody just across the room with your eyes, you know, and if they nod, then you can go and ask.
Or if they
look away, it's a tragedy. But the reason for that also is to save face. And you don't want to walk up to somebody and someone says no and you have to walk back to your chair. So if you get rejected quietly, it's okay. You know, nobody knows about it. So, but it's also a comfort thing as well. For whatever reason, that person may not feel like dancing. And if you approach them and they're not feeling well or they just want to rest, it's not nice. So this way, you know, you maintain something nice and calm at the milonga.
During this COVID situation, we've had to close the studio. However, we felt very strongly that we would like to keep our connection with our students, with people out there. So we pivoted to online classes. Obviously, most people won't have partners at home, so we did a lot of technique work, and we did some musicality work, learning more about the tango music, and I think the feedback that we got was really, really great. You know, people felt that they were staying connected in somehow. The exercise, just connecting to the music of tango, really helped people get through the days, and us as well, because tango is all about connection, connecting to the music, to another person, and connecting within yourself as well.
It's a very internal connection in tango. As you know, it's not maybe like some other Latin dances. Of Argentinian people, obviously very different mentally than maybe Brazilian people. It's more internal. So when you see a couple dancing together, there's a lot of things happening between them that you're not able to see through your eyes. So that's something special as well. It's just between the two of you. It's like there's a bubble around you. And I think just during this COVID situation, people now appreciate even more the importance of touch and to embrace somebody and to move with them to music. So once this passes, I think it'll be a very different scene, not just for tango, for general dance. There was a period in the 70s in Argentina, as you know, it was a rough period where tango didn't exist. It was the Japanese and the French that kept tango going. And then after that, it came back again to Argentina, and I think the people started to want to take it back. It's like, this is ours, yeah? So I think they respect people from around the world, and in my experience when I've been to Argentina, there are people from all over Europe, from all over Asia, all going to Buenos Aires to dance and learn. And I think the locals really appreciate that people around the world have taken such an interest in something that came from them.
If you look at Melbourne, we have so many different nationalities here. You go traveling anywhere in the world now, you'll find tango and milongas anywhere. Especially now, in the situation, I think it's just really important to find that little something to be able to connect with someone, with the music, move your body, and that's why we're so happy to be able to invite you to our workshop today. Hello, we're Rina and Nadim from Tango Esencia. We'd love for you to take this opportunity to try dancing tango.
Please join us for Sabores Latino special tango class, and we will show you a few things to get you going on your tango journey. Look forward to seeing you there.